Far from any star or planet, a small, shiny black shuttle drifts through space. No sound comes from its engines. Inside, 7 women sit in silence, each lost in her own thoughts. Zarya once led armies and made terrible choices. Now she lives with the weight of those choices on her heart. Luma wrote the computer code that helped an AI learn, but that AI later hurt people. She blames herself every day. Aini was a dancer who started an uprising with one brave performance. The price of that courage still follows her. Mira served as a priestess. A deep scar across her face reminds her of a battle she could not stop. Keiko is a genius with machines. She used her skills to break powerful networks and is wanted in many star systems. Sara is an assassin who lost her voice long ago. She speaks only with her eyes, which have seen too much. Naira was once an empress, ruler of many worlds, until rivals seized her throne and cast her out. None of them speak. They do not have to. All feel the same pull inside their minds, an urgent summons from a place known only as the temple. They have seen it many times in their dreams. A tall, glowing structure standing on a lonely moon, promising answers, forgiveness, or perhaps a new beginning. The shuttle slips through colorful clouds of gas that look like bruised silk, purple, blue, and dark red blending together. Stars shine beyond the mist, cold and distant. The women watch in quiet awe, but the view cannot ease their heavy hearts. Somewhere ahead, the temple waits, and each woman hopes it holds the key to wash away her past. As the black craft cuts across the silent deep, their destinies move closer with every breath. None of them know what trials lie ahead. Yet all understand one thing. The journey has already changed them, and the true test has only just begun. The women sit cloaked in silence, their eyes hollow with anticipation, grief, and something more, acceptance. One by one, they touch their hair unconsciously, feeling the weight of what is soon to be surrendered. Zarya's thick braids, once battle trophies, feel like chains. Aini's silken loops, interwoven with prayer beads from her lost temple, whisper to her with each movement. Naira's royal tresses, gilded and perfumed, sit like relics of a past she no longer claims. In this vessel between worlds, their hair becomes both a remnant and a promise soon to be offered to something larger than identity, larger than pain. As they approach Althera's orbit, a sudden stillness overtakes them. The shuttle's lights dim, the AI interface flickers off. A synthesized voice, gentle, ageless, female, echoes in their minds. To enter the temple, you must arrive bare of noise, bare of memory, and bare of illusion. The women glance at one another. No words are exchanged, but they all understand the shedding has already begun. For a moment, time stretches between them, silent, suspended, sacred. They feel it in their bones, in the electricity that crawls beneath their skin. The old lives they've carried like armor, fractured titles, guilt-laden pasts, identities too heavy to bear, begin to loosen, thread by thread. Their hair, once symbols of vanity, power, status, or memory, now feel like burdens preparing to fall. Aini lowers her head, her fingers threading through the soft black coils that danced through revolutions. She closes her eyes and whispers a prayer, not to a god, but to the self she is leaving behind. Zarya unclasps a bronze cuff at the base of her braids, a token from a long-forgotten campaign, and lets it fall to the floor with a quiet clink that echoes louder than any confession. Mira, whose scalp is scarred beneath her ash-colored locks, traces the tender ridges with reverence. The flames that tried to silence her failed. Her voice is gone, but soon, her fear will follow. In a quiet seat by the viewport, Keiko unhooks the cybernetic threads bound into her multicolored undercut, coated wires once integrated with her interface implants. As the shuttle's gravity weakens upon descent, a few strands drift loose, floating like ribbons of memory. Sara reaches into her tunic and produces a single blade. She presses it gently against her scalp and draws a slow line, not to cut, but to promise. Luma, face turned away, is crying softly, not for herself, but for every synthetic life form she once made grieve in isolation. Her dark hair cascades over her face, but she doesn't brush it aside. Soon, the temple will take it. Soon, she will see clearly. And Naira, youngest of them all, cradles her perfumed golden braid in her lap like a relic. It had taken 4 attendants and 6 hours to weave on the day she was declared empress, moments before the blood spilled. Now, she wonders if the real coronation was yet to come. She holds the braid up to the shuttle light, letting it glisten one final time, and then kisses its tip farewell. In this fragile, suspended moment, they understand the depth of what lies ahead, not a shaving, but a ritual purification. Not a loss, but a revelation. They are not merely passengers to a distant world. They are offerings, living sacrifices. Women who carry within them the seed of revolt, the echo of 1,000 others who dared to become less, so they could become more. The shedding has not yet touched their scalps, but in spirit, they are already bare.